What you're about to witness is a fail of epic proportions. Morning Joe, a show which nobody watches or cares about, just ran the 2016 campaign ad of Morning Joe. I mean, you want to talk about tooting your own horn and self-aggrandizement and trying really hard to generate excitement about yourself. Look at this pathetic excuse for an ad.
Here now is a note from New Hampshire.
Ronald Reagan believed in his heart, and he could tell people with his words. Conservatism, small government conservatism, liberty, that didn't just help the 47%. That helped all Americans. It was just as relevant to an 18-year-old Latino voter in South Central LA as it is to a 65-year-old hedge fund broker in Greenwich, Connecticut.
Joe Scarborough went to New Hampshire this weekend to promote the ideas in his book, The Right Path. But talk quickly turned to 2016. Joe was asked to headline two events in the Granite State to talk about how Republicans can win the White House again.
And we've lost our way over the past several years. You win by knocking on doors. It's not enough that you get people voting for Republicans that come from my household, because we've never voted for a Democrat in a national election anyway. We got to bring people back home.
I think New Hampshire has proven that it gives everyone a fair shot, you know, even a guy that works in MSNBC if he wanted to. So I think we're pretty open-minded.
Let me just say right now, I really don't think we can get Al Sharpton up here, but I will ask.
I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. That was the worst ad ever. First of all, I like how they're trying to cover it up like it's not an ad, when it is obviously an ad, and Joe Scarborough obviously wants to be president worse than anybody else in the country, except maybe Ted Cruz. But I mean, look, it had all of the worst parts of a political ad. The cheesy music in the background. Oh, Joe Scarborough, you're the best. Let us suck your dick. Oh, let me goggle your balls. I mean, that's also illegal. I should mention that too. You're not allowed to have your own TV show and have your own massive platform while you're running for office. And that's the thing. I think he's trying to hedge and do this as much as possible until he absolutely can't anymore, and he wants to decide that he's going to run for president. And the whole purpose of a political ad is to get your name out there, you know? Have a platform, get your name out there, get your message across. You don't need to fucking do that if you have a morning TV show where you're on for 3 hours a day. He's on for hours a day, every single day, and he still does this goofy ad. It has all the worst aspects of an ad, comes across cheesy, comes across disingenuous. He, of course, had to mention Ronald Reagan, because if you're a Republican and you don't mention Ronald Reagan, it's like committing, you know, the worst sin imaginable. I mean, God, is there anybody with a bigger ego in media than Joe Scarborough? I mean, this guy, man, look, I don't know why I have this feeling, but I've always had it, that I hate it when people can't stay in their lane. Like, for example, how many countless numbers of rappers have tried, basketball players have tried to become rappers? It's like, stop! Your fucking thing is basketball! Stop! Remember that awkward year Michael Jordan went to go play baseball? Everybody's like, what the fuck's he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? He doesn't belong there. Stay in your fucking lane, dude. You're the best basketball player ever. Get back on the court. You're the best ever. You can't do anything else. It's not the way the world works. You have to pick something and stick with it. But Scarborough's like, nope, I can be this great TV host. And nobody watches his show. But I also want to run for president. He thinks people love him. Nobody fucking likes Joe Scarborough. He's so smug, and It's one of those things where he's in his own bubble, so he hears people on Wall Street telling him he should run. He hears people in Washington telling him he should run because they're in their bubble. It's just like what they did with, what's his name? Tim Pawlenty. Tim Pawlenty got negative 12 votes when he ran for president the last time around, but everybody in the establishment was like, "Oh, Tim Pawlenty's going to run. Tim Pawlenty's this great guy. He's gonna totally win over voters. People love him." And no, people only loved him in Wall Street and in Washington. That's it. Nobody, and people in America were like, "Who the fuck is this? We don't like this guy." Same thing with Joe Scarborough. His ratings are so shitty. Nobody likes you, dude. Maybe Wall Street and Washington like you, but that's it. You're not going to bridge divides. You're not going to, be this transformative figure. You're just a jackass who's over-opinionated, who's wrong about almost everything. Remember when Nate Silver put this idiot to shame? He was out there saying, anybody who doesn't think that this election is 50-50 is crazy, is psychotic. They should be away from a microphone until the election's over. And Nate Silver was like, listen, dude, I do statistics for a living, okay? I'm telling you the facts. I'm telling you the numbers. And President Obama at this point has a 92% chance of re-election. What happened? Not only did Nate Silver get it right, he got every single state right. He predicted every single state right. And what's smug-ass Joe Scarborough doing? Just going out there and bloviating, giving his opinion, and trying to override reality.